daily groceries
all right, so yesterday we have already done first step, that is changing the computer name, turning off the firewall, and assigning IPs. I need to zoom.
Where is the firewall?
This is the firewall option. You just need to click on this. You can see turn Windows firewall on or off.
Anyone is ready? Became ready, sir. First answer is
Bharat is ready. He is fully set up and he is killed. He is killed.
Okay, sir. Ready. After the class, we are coming or moving?
He is coming. He is coming. Then Siddharth is coming. They are ready. They are just scared. See. They are see.
Is okay now?
You can take just 15 minutes, 15-20 minutes. Then.
Ready, sir. Let them not escape.
They can't escape. I am here. They can't escape.
If we escape today, means there is no practical.
Okay. So now what we are going to do is, there are two roles that you need to install. In server, these two roles, actually 3 roles are there, but first of all you need to install 2 roles together. You should not install one by one. One is Active Directory Domain Service and one is DNS. Active Directory, why? So that you can create the infrastructure. So that
First one is active.
Active Directory Domain Service. Active Directory Domain Service. And DNS, Domain Name Service. DNS क्या है बताओ?
We can create password and
Great.
name for that IP, right? Name for that IP.
Name for that IP. Or
.com, something.
or and more creativity. बोलो और क्या creativity कर सकते हो बोलो? What do you mean by DNS?
ऐसे रहेगा तो इंटरव्यू में टॉप पास कर जाएगा.
Abbreviation तो पता है, ठीक है. Domain name system क्या है? What it is? पता है, देख रहे हो, मुझे भी पता है. बोलो, उसके बाद एक्सप्लेन भी करना पड़ेगा. Better not to. No idea.
I'm seeing, but I'm not able to see.
CCI ने भी जो DNS करे थे, क्या कराए थे?
क्या करते?
DNS दिखाए थे ना, DNS कमांड दिखाए थे.
कमांड नहीं दिखाया. इग्नोर बोले थे सर.
DHCP के बाद उसके बाद DNS सर्वर दिखाया था मैंने.
इग्नोर कर दिया सर. Just given DNS server and
दिया ना कमांड.
कमांड नहीं दिया सर.
यही तो कमांड है.
कमांड नहीं दिया सर. DNS server
दिए ना. तो कमांड नहीं दिए बोल रहे हो?
Yes, sir.
DNS का काम क्या होता है? It resolves IP to name, name to IP.
Yes.
आपने name to IP बोला सिर्फ. What about IP to name? आधे बोलोगे नहीं होगा. This is a normal definition of DNS. If someone asks what is DNS, DNS is IP name to IP, IP to name resolution, or it resolves IP to name, name to IP. Okay. But if you get a question of what is DNS in terms of server, तब थोड़ा different हो जाता है. There you have to say there are two things are there in DNS. One is forward lookup zone. Lookup zone. And second is reverse lookup zone. तो आपको क्वेश्चंस इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस क्या आएंगे? ये नहीं आएंगे व्हाट इज डीएनएस. They will ask what is forward lookup zone, what is reverse lookup zone. समझे? They never gonna ask you direct questions. अभी कभार कहीं किसी any company they will ask directly what is DNS DHCP direct, but if you're going for like big positions, server admin, cloud architect, वगैरह वगैरह, ये सब नहीं पूछेंगे. डायरेक्ट पूछेंगे what do you mean by forward lookup zone, what is the difference between forward and reverse. तो आपको पता चलना पड़ेगा कि it's coming from DNS. Sometimes we get confused like ये forward reverse क्या चीज. It comes from server DNS. Forward means name to IP. Reverse means IP to name. बस.
Name to IP is forward, IP to name is reverse.
Yes.
Forward zone.
ठीक है. So these two roles, ADDS and DNS, we need to install it. How you will install here? Either two ways are there. You can take your own. Either you take it from manage. Right side up, you can see manage. If you click, you will see add roles. Add roles and features. Or you can go directly to the dashboard and you can go with from here. Both ways will be whatever you want. You take. ये इच्छा है. So click करो. So when you click on this, you will get add roles and features wizard. कुछ नहीं करना है, बस next, next, next. Okay. Now you can see it's coming roles, correct?
Yes.
There are so many roles are there. So from there you need to select this Active Directory Domain Service. What is the description? Stores information about objects on the network and makes this information available to users and network administration. That means resource and databases and entire environment comes under Active Directory. And from Active Directory only services are being provided to the clients. उसके बाद ये जो बॉक्स है ना एक स्मॉल बॉक्स, उसको टिक करना है, क्लिक करना है. So when you click on this, it will come something like this: add features that are required for Active Directory domain service. That means what? There are some dependency features are there which you need to install it first in order to install Active Directory. So you don't have to search for that; it will automatically come. Just your work is add features. Khatam. Next, what we need to select? DNS.
DNS server.
Same thing, add features. Bus. Next, 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 next. Install. Okay. Again. When you use keygen or VMware, turn on the firewall. Windows Defender. Need to Profile. जिसका अब चाहिए ले लो Windows 2016 and VMware 15.5 with keygen. Oh, ये pendant. So you can see now it's installed. Now when it gets installed, you can see something is written there, correct? Promote this server to a domain controller. It's written. Promote this controller to a domain controller.
Ah, yes, sir. Hello.
Now for example, you by mistakenly you just close this. Now where you will get? चला गया वो. चले देखना था. In upper side, there is one notification, correct?
Yeah,
Yellow color. Can you see something is written here?
Promote the servers to the domain controller.
That means it's asking you to deploy one domain to your environment. Domain मतलब देखो सबसे पहली बात. Domain is doesn't mean that website domain. It's not a website. In website we used to use that domain, correct? But here you are using a corporate domain, infrastructure domain. So there is no link between this domain with website domain. दोनों separate. Don't mix up. Don't think here I am deploying domain, that means if I search in Google I will get it. ऐसा नहीं. This domain is only for your network. सिर्फ network के लिए. वो domain किस लिए? For public. If I want to share my contents to public, तब हम लोग use करेंगे domain. So web development of those kind of things. This is a network domain. ये अलग है. So here, click on promote this server. So when you click on promote this server, you will get something like this. Active Directory Domain Service Configuration Wizard. Done. अभी यहाँ पे देखो selected the deployment operation. 3 options are there. First is add a domain controller to an existing domain. ध्यान से पढ़ो और थोड़ा सा समझने का ट्राई करो. Add a domain controller. कुछ चलता ही रहता है इसका. Add a domain controller to an existing domain. मतलब there will be an existing domain which already deployed. If you want to add another domain, like for if I say in simple word, it's a backup server. Main server is there. If you want to create one backup server, first wala system. Backup server, what it will? It will be under the main domain only, right? If anything happens there, backup server will handle it. So if for those environment, you need to go with the first option. What is the second option? Add a new domain to an existing forest. abc.com is there. For example, I want to implement abc.in. Amazon have Amazon.com, right? That is the main root domain.
Global website.
For India,
.in.
.in. Different है ना? But है तो एक ही company. That is child domain. So here you can see it's written select domain type child domain. That means if you want to create in child domain, then you have to go with the second option.
Add a new domain.
And last one, add a new forest. This is the main root domain when you will create an infrastructure. Okay. So here I will give क्या नाम है?
Forest क्या होता है?
कौन था? Forest. जंगल.
वो normal words में सर इसमें क्या है?
जंगल ही तो है forest.
जंगल ही तो है सर इसमें क्या है?
Forest मतलब domain, organizational unit, users, group, computers, resources. ये जो एक tree बनता है ना, that entire part is called forest. Insert jungle. Amazon. Here I need to give one name. What name I should give? क्या दूँ? कोई बढ़िया सा एक कंपनी का नाम बोलो. हम लोगों का कंपनी खोलेंगे.
IIT.
कंपनी लिमिटेड बोल दिया.
बढ़िया सा नाम. Reliance. Jio.com.
Ambani.
Jio.
Ambani.
Ambani.com. Reliance.com. चलो. So this is my domain. That means this is company. Reliance तो कभी company कहाँ है? यहीं पे ले लेते.
अभी भी है.
तो नहीं मेरे पास थोड़ी आएगा वही कंपनी. तो रिलायंस यहीं पे दे सकते हैं, यहीं पे लेके मजा लो. तो reliance.com. So next. बार-बार मेरा साउंड क्यों रिपीट हो रहा है?
Google.com. Google is very good, sir. It is very good and it is remember every time.
Now it will ask you password. अभी password का मतलब होता है यहाँ why it's asking password. When we logged in as administrator, correct?
Yes, sir.
Normal administrator. That is a local user. वो local user है. Now we are deploying domain. That means what that local user is going to transform itself to domain user, domain administrator. To transform to domain administrator, you need to assign one password for that domain user. That's why it's asking the password. That means same administrator will be the local only. But here, what you are doing, you are making that administrator as a domain user. So for domain user, you need to assign one different password. So always better you assign same password what you are given for the local user. Different रहेगा तो maybe you can forget what was the password for the local user. Better assign same password. Don't give some different passwords. दे दो.
Same password means system password.
DNS delegation, nothing to do. Go forward. Why we don't have to do anything in delegation? I will tell later. ये हो जाने दो उसके बाद ही. Then it will come NetBIOS. NetBIOS is showing Reliance. Go forward. बस इसके बाद next ही करना है, कुछ नहीं करना. Here you can see review what you have selected, what is the configuration that you have done. Now it will check to deploy to configure this entire thing. Is your server eligible or not? तो ये check करेगा prerequisite. Verifying prerequisite for domain controller operation. जैसे ग्रीन बत्ती आ जाएगा बस हो जाएगा।
So view results.
Done? Now install. Now it's deploying domain. यहाँ पे देखो क्या लिखा है दे रहा है, सेटिंग द कंप्यूटर्स DNS कंप्यूटर नेम रूट टू reliance.com। इसका एक रीजन है। नेक्स्ट क्या आ रहा है, कॉन्फ़िगरिंग द DNS सर्वर सर्विस ऑन दिस कंप्यूटर। ये खुद ब खुद ही कॉन्फ़िगर कर रहा है DNS।
Successfully configured or about to be signed out.
कुछ नहीं करना है, खुद ब खुद रिस्टार्ट होता है। हो गया रिस्टार्ट?
अगर क्लोज कर दिया तो रिस्टार्ट नहीं
होगा, लेकिन बैठे रहो, क्या है खुद ब खुद ही हो रहा है तो क्यों?
डाउनलोड
Sir, you want the software, sir? Windows Server 16.